Introducing the Summoner. Genesis 2 is now a playable map, and further confirmation that Fjördur is going to be the next official mod map. You're right kids, it's Ras Clark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So Wildcard came out with a new image revealing a new creature in Genesis Part 2. Something we saw at the end of the official announcement trailer. And perhaps this is simply the plant we've been seeing in so many photos before. And a huge credit to Fuego who's put this together, who's been creating all of the artwork we've seen recently, and has certainly not let up his talent with this one. And I and many of you originally thought this was going to be the last boss in Genesis Part 2. However, it certainly seems it's not the case. Since Big Man ARK YouTuber did say as much himself, at which said the community manager replied with many eyes, somewhat confirming that this is going to be a creature that inhabits the Rockwell's innards biome, as we can see in this picture with the many eyes, confirming it to be this biome. And my assumption now is that this is going to act as a mini-boss, roaming around the biome and summoning creatures at will. As the devs say, you'll have to summon some real courage if you're seen by this watchful guard. Perhaps it's better to just run. So either there's going to be one of these floating around the biome, acting like the Eye of Sauron, and when it detects you, it opens up and unleashes fury in the form of many other creatures. Perhaps somewhat like a mass extinction OSD run. Because of course it's called the Summoner, it has to summon something. What it actually summons we don't know yet. Or there's going to be multiple versions of this all around each biome, as we've seen this ominous plant in other biomes. So perhaps this is going to act as our new guardians, like the Broodmother, Megapithecus and Dragon, that you have to beat and defeat in each biome to unlock and beat the final boss. And of course, if that's the case, we don't know what the final boss looks like yet. I'm pretty certain by the text and Sed's reply that this is indeed not the final boss. I'm assuming the plant we can see on the left is going to act as its searchlight arms that are going to find you, and when it finds you it opens up, revealing its eyes and summoning death upon you. And naturally we can of course see a survivor running away in the new Federation armour within this Rockwell's innards biome. And that's about all I'm seeing here. What do you think? What's your theories? Drop a comment below, let me know. So for those of you that think that Genesis Part 2 is going to be delayed, well, Sed put out on Twitter last night, I think I'm going to play some Gen 2 tonight. Meaning Genesis Part 2 must be in some final finished form, or at least a playable finished form. But of course we do know the game now exists, and the devs are playing it. Of course yes, I'm sure they've been playtesting this for some time now. But I'm going to take a stab that this tweet means that Genesis 2 is finished in some version. We're just under 1 week for this map to drop, and they are still teasing that release date. So it's out there, somewhere someone is able to play this. Genesis 2, the final official map of ARK Survival Evolved, is out there and ready to play. And I don't know about you, but I am getting insanely pumped, ready and waiting for this one. I'm currently running a poll on my community section here on YouTube to see what you want to do first on this map. So go check it out and get involved, and I'll probably do a video on what you want to do first. As well of course as covering everything Genesis 2 related to death. This is the channel you want to be on. I am going to go in deep in Genesis Part 2, starting with of course a countdown party live stream on the day of release. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. We are going in, hyped, pumped, ready for the final map. I can't wait. And I'm sure there's a few more teases still to come. So cast your minds back to last December, where I was almost sure that ARK 2 was going to be announced. And then a day or two prior to it dropping, Yukari dropped a trailer that teased of it being ARK 2. It was very ambiguous, it wasn't quite on the button, but what this means, Yukari, whilst doesn't officially work for Wildcard, does at least have some inside knowledge of what Wildcard are doing, to know that ARK 2 is going to be announced before it was announced. He's of course created some fantastic trailers, and is in fact working on something anticipated, ARK The Lost Stories, where he is going into some depth on a new look in ARK that I'm really looking forward to. But the big news is he recently did a trailer for the map Fjördur. If you've not heard of Fjördur, it's a very polished map that's now officially sponsored by Wildcard, and I've had a quick overview of the map, soaking in some of the beautiful scenery, assets, landscapes, environments, all created by the same minds that made Valguero. Now of course this could be nothing, but the fact that Yukari did a trailer on this, coupled with him tagging 4 members of the dev team, one of which that doesn't follow me, Zen, come on mate, I'm starting to look at mods now, give me a follow, to me confirms even more so that this is going to be the next official mod map in ARK. I did cover this in my recent news video, but I just wanted to include this as I believe this is indeed going to be it. And when, as I said, maybe late summer, winter, it's not going to be any time near Genesis Part 2. Perhaps sometime after the buzz has somewhat worn off, but I'm very sure this is going to be the next mod map. Mark my words, and I will be covering this in great depth after Genesis Part 2 launches, so stick around if you want to see that. I hope you all enjoyed this. What did you think? Comment below, let me know. Are you excited for Genesis Part 2? I'm sure you are. How excited are you? What are you going to do first? Go and hit the polls in my community section. My name's Ross Clark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, peace out.